My immediate support system right now is J Blessing from my label. My manager, who's called Wangari, she pretty much like manages everything right now. Um, my man, he is my confidant. I think in business or just in music in general, you have to have someone who understands the industry that you can talk to na without feeling like you have to over explain. Ushaiambia mtu kitu una feel tu anaelewa, so how do you justify? I'm glad that I have that. The funny thing is I tried dating people who are not creatives and it was very difficult. Like could it I'm not saying this is for everyone, but for me, my life is very complicated. I go to ABCD as in simple. So to someone who is not living almost the same way as I am, ni ngumu aelewe. Yeah, so I'm grateful for that as well. My family, nimewambia hapa story ya sister yangu na ma music videos zangu hapa kunisaidia. Even the rest of my sisters, they really encourage me every day and they push me, my music and also my other line, my business. My sisters niwaseme Carol, Betty, Kate, also my best friends. I have a couple of best friends. Yeah, this might sound weird to some people, but I have so many sides of me. Sisemi ati ninahonga nimejibadilisha kwa kila mtu. But I just feel like I go through very different things. I have the entrepreneur side, so I have friends that I can talk to about that. I have the creative side, so I have friends that I can talk to about that. So I feel like the reason why I have so many best friends is because my life is made up of so many components and all of them balance it out. So shout out to my best friends, McKenna, Wanja, Brenda, and Jojo. Those are my best friends. Those are my hey, I can confidently say. That's basically my support system. And I also have other friends that are very close to me. I have other close friends. Wanajijua. Kama udinisi wangu. Sumana nimemtaja mara mob. Na kina Valsi, I have kina Mary, I have a support system. Ile ukweli. I I feel like I used to be extremely extroverted, like earlier on in my life, but right now I'm more of an ambivert. Like I have times where I'm an extrovert, and then there's times where I just want to be by myself. I'm very reserved. Like if there's anyone in this world who enjoys their own company, it's me. And I feel like I excel the most when I'm with my thoughts and I'm alone. That's why my creativity is at its peak mostly in the middle of the night. Yeah, and sometimes I can even be sleeping and I get song ideas in my dreams and I have to wake up and then it's like nikaa mchana kwangu and I start singing in the middle of the night. Yeah, and which is also, it's also good but it's also bad because nishazoea kukua with my own ideas, especially music. So nikienda mbele ya watu nasikia mtaelewa hizi ideas zangu kweli. So I tend to hold back sometimes and I'm learning not to because I'm just always by myself. I love being by myself. I love recording a lot, especially when you find a producer who gets you. I feel like So Fresh, my producer, he gets me. Sometimes niko na idea na sijui nitaisemaje, but ana get to, and that's just it's very rare. That's why sipendi kuhamahama. And the other way I love to share my music is through acoustic sessions. Napenda perform live sana. Napenda performances zimetulia because I feel like I'm more of a singer. For me, my performances are more about the vocals rather than the movements up and down. So napenda And kitambo, like when I told you like kitambo nilikuwa all over the place, I thought I could be the
was
dancer, the
just
nini.
judging you.
Yeah, I feel like now I have to plan out my performances so that the answer like in acoustic vibes, then zikienda kuisha sasa ninaweza maliza like a dance off. But yeah, napenda pia perform. Yeah, everything else is music is very ghetto. To be honest, like the marketing things and all of those things are just ghetto. I love the creativity side of it. I do have two separate bands. I have one that is a full band that pia tunafanyanga like at the gigs. See if you have a wedding and you have that special song that you want us to sing for you. I don't always have to sing my songs. I'm a singer. Naweza kuja nikuulie ma Whitney Houston huko. I have a band for that. It's called Kinko Band, who I also use for my own performances. Zenye zinataka ikuwe imejaa live. But for like my acoustic sets zenye zimetulia, I also have another set of people that I work with. Shout out to, I think if you've seen my latest acoustic sets, zenye naekanga YouTube, kuna chali anakuanga hapa anaitwa One Minor Guitar. He's the one who helped me assemble the team that I use for like my acoustic sessions. Shout out to you, One Minor. He's a very talented singer as well. Check out his EP. Oh, like that's a hard question because I can't imagine my life without singing. But system venye watu wanasemanga, oh, it's just singing. I'd want to be a physiotherapist. Yeah, I always wanted to be one, but I wasn't good at chemistry. And huku Kenya, system yetu iko too different. So if I ever get the chance to travel or anything like that, I would want to study physiotherapy. I had the chance to open for Wizkid when he came to Kenya. It was 2018 Katika Fest. I performed with Le Band. We had a song called Rebel that time. It was doing really well, so we performed it. Yeah, that was Nakuru. I think that was Nakuru. It was like a stadium in Misau Jina. That was a really good day. Yeah. Also, Conscious's performance was that was bomb. Especially just watching him be in his element. I really learned a lot that day. Being confident in your artistry, it really like sets you apart from everyone else. And I feel like your performance really stand out. Who else have I opened for? Oh, Nandi. Nandi was fun. Hata kama ilikuwa
How was she as a person? Did you have that one-on-one interaction?
yeah, we did, but it was very brief because she was going through a loss at that time. She lost someone very close to her. So I know she was really trying to, even at rehearsals, it was a really hard rehearsal for her. Yeah, so I was trying not to be in her space, Sana. I was giving her space, but she was very, very friendly. And even the fact that she let me come perform, like we did a duet. Ikwati nikuja nimopenie. Like we did a duet together. For her to call me on stage and do a duet with me, and she had never met me, was really, it was really nice. That shows that she's someone to put people on. If she feels like you're talented, yeah, you're ni roho safi. Wow. Which other show did I like? I think those are like my top. No. Honestly, the deal from Digiton came at a time where I felt that. So let me explain the thing with labels and everything, right? Kuna label naweza ku approach sa zile bado ja create like a fan base or una any base for your artistry, and when that happens, usually unanga a lot of bargaining power. I felt like at that point I had at least proven that I had something, So, and also the fact that I had already worked with J Blessing before with my first project, and even that time he wanted to sign me. It's just that Susan beat him to it. So, and I'd already gave my word. So, and then we had took some time apart, and we had both grown as individuals. So by the time we were coming back to each other, now we used to meet here and there, like tukikutana kutana. And we knew, I think deep down we both knew that eventually we'd work together. It was just a matter of like the perfect time. Anyway, so when he approached me to do the deal, I felt like the thing that I wanted, he could offer me. Like I told you, I wanted to be consistent with the content, like content creation, and as far as I was concerned, he was able to offer me that because he shoots videos, and he has a studio. He still has a studio, so that made sense. And also the percentages made sense to me. Yeah, even the exit for the contract, everything just made sense. I didn't feel like I was,
Confined,
yeah,
restricted.
yeah. And also pale nimefika sahii kwa maisha sina uoga mob kama kitambo. Right now I'm a risk taker, yeah. And I've also understood that what's yours is yours and no one can come in between you and your destiny. So if this is what God wants me to do at this time, then let it be. And then if it comes to a time where I have to transition, then I will also embrace that as well. But yeah, I just felt at the right time. But I also asked my mom. My mom is a pastor. She prayed a lot for that situation, and she told me to just, she feels like it's a good idea. And when my mom says so,
So
yeah,
be it.
yeah. And also like so far it's been good. I've been able to get out what I wanted, like the content. So we'll see. Like I said before, I'm very stubborn with what I want, and at the end of the day, it's whose life? It is my life, and she has had her life to live, and she made decisions that she felt were best for her. And in the beginning, it was a struggle because, of course, I realized with parents, it's more of like, what will people think? It's not about them not wanting to support you. It's just like, oh, people around us, what will they say? Deep down, they just want the best for you, and they know you have good judgment, but they also want to create your balance ya kwenye watu watasema. So for me, is the beginning was rough, so I had to be really persistent. But said well tumefika, she understands that her life is hers and mine is mine, and we won't live the same way and we won't make the same decisions, and that's fine. And if we want to be in each other's lives, we have to be accommodating of that fact. We can't just impose our decisions on other people. And she's really one of my biggest supporters right now. Yeah, and also she always tells me like, eventually you'll end up singing gospel music. This is like your path. This is what God wants for you right now. So just embrace it. When it comes to a time where there's gonna be change, you'll change. So yeah, tuko tu hapo, si tuko.
Life inasonga.
Life inasonga. But COVID, funny thing for me, as much as the financial aspect was draining because I took out tunafanya shows or anything, COVID was really good for me. I gained a fan base during COVID because kila mtu alikuwa home. I used to do a live on Thursdays. It was called R&B Thursdays. People were begging for things to happen. You were just at home. We were on our phones all the time. So if you had a small thing you were doing, people would watch. So I had R&B Thursdays, and it was really going well. And then the Extend show also gained me a lot of followers. And even the project I was doing with the Ace family, that was also good for me. I feel as much as hiyo moment ilikuja nikaanza ku freak out, it taught me to how to be still in a moment of fear. Yeah. So even right now in my life, there are a lot of things that are not working out, but I'm very calm. Very calm, I'm very still. Because kama tumeweza kupita pandemic, yeah, that was the time where I interacted the most with my audience. And hata kama niligain 20 followers wenye au ni loyal, get new. Yeah, I gained a lot of loyal followers. And also that's the time where I blossomed because there was so much time, so I really started to focus on writing music, and I discovered that I could actually write music. So yeah, that was really good for me. Hata kama ilikuwa ngumu kipesa, everything else worked out, and I'm just really grateful that I had a blanket. Nilikuwa nakula, nilikuwa nalala vizuri, so with those nilikwambia ukitoa njaa
Vitu zingine.
niliweza kufocus na vitu zingine. Yeah. My identity, I like to think of it as what would I like to be remembered as. So for me, for you to be able to establish your identity, or the way I've chosen to establish mine, and I got that from reading a book called Living in Significance, is just having significance in your life, waking up with purpose. The whole point why we were put, the whole reason why we were put on this earth is because there was a purpose. Like uko tu, you have a purpose and you have to find it and do whatever you can to achieve it. And I know kuipata si rahisi, but hauwezi ipata hiyo purpose kama unangoja kuipata. You have to look for it. So say for example, the person that's closest to me right now that I was talking to that led me to read this book. The book talks about what is your why. Like, this is, you have to read the book. But let me just explain it like this. If you could make a difference today, right? Like, for example, when we watch the news and you're like, oh my God, people are dying because of hunger. There's so many I can't help, so good night. What's the one thing that you can do that can make a difference? Sahi ni kama niko na 200 mbele nyuma na nahitaji tu so kufika home. Siwezi spare 50 bob nipatie tu ni buy MC lunch. That will make a difference in someone's life. It's the small things that you do that make a difference that will lead you to know what is your purpose in life. Unaona, ukienda kufanya vitendo mingi, kuna kitendo moja utafanya then ikupatie so much fulfillment kwa roho yako, then you'll realize this is actually what I'm meant to do. And once you find that, you run with it, and it helps if you've discovered what your talent is. Most of the time, the talents and gifts that God gives us zinakuanga aligned with what our purpose is in life. So I think I'm fortunate because I was able to discover that singing is my gift, and I use it to give back as much as I can. For me, giving back can just be as simple as mentoring someone who is starting to do music and save them all the trouble or all the problems that I faced. Ni kumsevia 2 years, ni kama nimemsevia 2 years. Nimemwambia knowledge and nilipitia in 2 years, nimemwambia in one sitting, nimemsave a lot of trouble. It could just be vocally training someone. Nimemspare hiyo pesa kwenda kulipa mtu. It could be doing a concert, we raise money, we make a difference in something. So I'm fortunate enough to have found like my gift, and I'm going to use it to live a life of significance. Yeah. About love for me, I usually equate love to kindness, and I strive to be as kind as I can, and not nice but kind, because
You keep saying that. What's
the difference between being nice and being kind is haya, acha nikuoneshe.
Give me examples.
Naweza kuja hapa si ndio nipate mnafanya EP, then niko na bags za KFC si ndio, na nilikuwa nimepanga kuzikula zote peke yangu hata kama sikuwa napanga kuwapatia, but ninaona nyote hamjakula, then nikuje nianze encourage like, you know, you have to work hard, God is there for you, and then I'm being very nice to you like, yeah, you got this, and then nitaenda, but then right sijakupatia, but sijakuwa mbaya kwako. Nimekuwa mbaya kwako? Sijakuwa mbaya kwako. I've been nice, I've greeted you, I've advised you a little bit, but then if I enter here and I'm like, how was your day, are you well, amjakula, shika hii KFC, then niende, utakumbuka nani? A lot of people are kind, a lot of people are nice, but they're not kind. There are a lot of people who are like, hi, they're saving face, but when it comes to like acts of kindness, hakuna. Yeah, and that's what's missing in the world, kindness. So I equate kindness to love. If you're kind to someone, they feel loved. If you ukifanyanga vitu juu because they come back to you, then you're doing it all wrong. I mean, that's great, it's a bonus, but we don't help people because we expect something in return. Helping someone is supposed to be a selfless act. You just do it and you tend away my end. Yes. Yeah. That's the whole point of kindness na help. And love. What is love? Love is patient. Love is kind. That's what I'm saying. I equate kindness to love. Love is selfless. I think it's the same answer. Like for me, life is just about significance. When you wake up and then, for example, for me, when I wake up and I'm at home all day and I haven't done anything and I go to sleep and then I do it the next day, the whole day, and I haven't done anything and I go to sleep, and then I do that for the rest of my life, or maybe just go to my job, get my money, come back home, sleep, wake up. What's what is my life going to be remembered for? Like hakuna kuishi umeishi hapo, you know. So it's all about significance. Legacy is about significance. Legacy is built because of acts of significance that you've done over time that have now left a legacy. So if you choose to help people who are, say for example, you choose to raise money for people who don't have electricity kwa ushago, uanze na kijiji yenu, watu wasikie kenye unafanya, wakusponse, uanze na Nyeri, uanze na, that's how you become a legend. You don't become a legend by just sitting around. Yeah. You just have to have a plan, and you have to put money into it first before you can get money out of it. And if you want to treat music as a business, then treat it as a business. Yeah. Wake up and choose your business every day. Invest your time, your money. It's not easy. It takes a bunch of resources to have it picking and running. But once it's running and you're in and you know how to maximize, it's a home run. Yeah, it's a home run for real.
So to someone out there who is struggling to balance between music and their art, between the business,
Yeah.
between basically a starving artist.
Yeah.
Yani anafanya muziki kali lakini make ends meet. Na ameaminia muziki, yani anasema hakuna kitu kingine inaweza.
Yeah.
So what's the one thing you give them to try out?
Yeah. The honest truth and the most realistic truth I can tell you is lazima tu ukue na another source of income, because we've already established that music takes some time to pick up. So if you want to be able to be patient with the process and just be able to enjoy the creativity aspect of it as you wait for it to give you money, it's really, really important to have another source of income, just so that you can fund the things that you require for you to be an artist. Hata hiyo image ya artist huwezi fanya kama uko na njaa. So the most realistic answer I can give you is have another source of income. Most people who do music started off doing a 9 to 5 and would schedule their sessions at night or in the weekends, and then slowly when the music starts picking up, now you can transition into treating it as a business. That's my best advice. Main difference was the support. At least now I had a label, so distribution wise it was done much better. No, just distribution. We don't really, I don't, yeah, just distribution, because at least nilifanya like a media tour, and then also the streams zilikuwa poa sana, because the label ensured that I was in the right playlist. Yeah. The EP didn't do very well, like stream wise. Ilikuwa too okay, like was just okay. But I didn't do the EP like for the sake of, siko ubaya, sikufanyia watu. I did it for me. I did it because I wanted to finally have something that was my own, written, well produced, well shot, that was just mine. So yeah, the similarities, both were really were greatly produced well, and the songwriting on both of them was good. In my album, no, I got nilikwambia me and Dre, we helped each other write some songs. Songs like Nipe Sababu, Dre helped me write that one, and Wacha Waseme. Like he pushed me to write more Swahili songs because me naturally naandikanga Kizungu, so alinisaidia sana kupush like the Swahili out of me. Yeah, so I think the main difference is just like the support. Yeah, I even had more tracks. I just chose the 17 to be on the album. When you want to work on an album, you just keep going to the studio and you just keep making music, and then after a span of, I think I did it in like 2 months. So after like a span of 2 months, now we came and then we were just like, okay, so we have like 20 plus songs. Which ones do you want on the album? And then you choose, and then yeah, maybe I will. Sometimes ukikana song sana unaanza kuzi outgrow. I think the best thing about music is ukipenda hiyo time toa tu. Ukikaa nayo kwa studio unaanza kuibadilisha sana, inaanza kuisha ladha. Fans, I would not be here if it wasn't for you. Thank you for genuinely supporting my music. There are times where I feel really tired because the journey can be exhausting, but I get encouragements from you guys in forms of DMs. When I meet you in person, when I encourage, it really helps and it goes a long way. So thank you so much. Thank you for believing in me, and I just hope that I'm able to stay here on this earth and keep giving you amazing music. I promise to do my best to be the best version of myself so that I can be able to give you the best of the best. To someone who's watching this and is trying to venture into music as a business or just like as a passion, I would say this: it takes time and consistency is key. Have a plan, don't just be winging it. I wasted a lot of years when I was starting out just like winging things out. Don't be like me, be wise, have a plan. You can't do it alone. I know you think you can, but you can't do it alone. It's good to have a support system, to just have your back when things are getting really difficult. If you're treating this as a business, treat it as a business. The more you give into your business, the more you get out of it. So invest your time, your resources, and you'll get the same back. To the brands that watch me, if you admire my work, if you admire my music, I'm very honored and I'm open to collabing with as many of you as possible. If you want to make music with me, if you want to go into business with me, I'm very open and cooperative. Lastly, I want to thank this channel for having me. This has been a blast. This has been the most interactive interview that I've ever been on, and I hope to be on more of these. I hope we get to work together also in future for other projects. Yeah. Follow me if you don't follow me yet. My name is Pryshon, Pryshon. You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, all streaming sites. I'm there. Instagram. I also have a cosmetic line in case you want to look pretty with me. It's called Sean Beauty. And yeah, keep streaming my music. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I've done it with the amazing Ben Soul. It's basically a song about two lovers who are always on time. Enjoy. I wrote these words for you, my baby. Sijakuandikia for some time. But tonight I want you badly. I've been thinking of you through the night. Akileo ningekuona, ningekukula, ningekumaliza. Natamani kuwa na wewe, natamani kuwa na wewe. Moyo wangu utapona, nitakuja tena giza. Natamani kuwa na wewe, natamani kuwa nawe. Call me, sitachelewa, chelewa, sitachelewa, chelewa, sitachelewa. I want to be with you. Oh, sitachelewa, chelewa, sitachelewa, chelewa, sitachelewa. I want to be with you. I'm so free tonight, I'm so free. I'm thinking of you, Mary Jane, and laughing. Jioni tukiguzanisha ngozi. Touch me, baby, touch me. Lonely, you got me lonely. Ooh, you're killing me softly. Kufika kesho akimisioni, niko njiani. Haki leo ningekuona, ningekukula, ningekumaliza. Natamani kuwa na wewe, natamani kuwa na wewe. Moyo wangu utapona, nitakuja tena giza. Natamani kuwa na wewe, natamani kuwa nawe. Oh, oh, sitachelewa, chelewa, sitachelewa, chelewa. I want to be with you. Oh, sitachelewa, chelewa, sitachelewa, chelewa, sitachelewa. I want to be with you. Jua kileo ningekuona, ningekukula, ningekumaliza. Natamani kuwa na wewe. Yeah. Don't tell me I wasn't recording, jamani.